Hello folks, I'm Fluorescent FIFA. I make goal compilations, tutorials, Ultimate Team videos, and I also have a unique challenges series. The most important thing you need to know about me is that when I play FIFA I always use full manual controls. If you've never tried them out, you really should.
Hey guys, my channel name is Sabre0001. I do a ton of FIFA videos, including the Ultimate FIFA Adventures, where myself and a couple of friends take our Ultimate Team online. I have a player career mode, which gives you a look at the thoughts that are going through a professional footballer's head as they're playing, and I have a range of funnies and shorts as well. There are a few non-FIFA related videos as well, so if you'd like to come by and check out my channel, that'd be amazing.
I hope you enjoyed that intro. I've said it once, but I'll say it again. Hello folks, this is Fluorescent FIFA, and welcome to the first episode of another new series I'm sort of giving a go. One which I hope will carry on for a long time. In fact, this is the YouTuber Yearbook. It is the only alliterative thing I could think of with the letter Y, so don't give me too much grief over the title. But the idea of this series is it's a bit of fun. It doesn't really have much of a point. I'm not trying to prove anything with it especially, but the idea is I will play using full manual like I always do against another YouTuber using whatever controls they would normally use, so they're not being forced to use full manual or anything like that. And we'll just play 3 matches regardless of what happens in the first 2, so it's not a best of 3. If someone wins the first 2, then we'll play a third anyway. And the idea is we'll just play a bit of fun, and I get to play against some other YouTubers, because I am curious to see you know, whether or not I could sort of hang with some of the other YouTubers, because I know some of them can be extremely good when they really want to be. So that's basically the idea behind this series. So my opponent for this first one was Sabre0001. I'll talk a little bit about his channel over the course of the video. But the first game was Hamburg against Palermo. He was using Palermo, and he got off to the best possible start. 10th minute, Budan lashing it into the bottom corner, in off the post. Super goal to start off for him, which was a bit disappointing for me. But you can't really complain too much about that kind of thing. So Sabre has actually been, I have to say, an awfully big help in getting this video sorted, because I hadn't figured out when I started doing this exactly what I wanted to do in terms of the video, and he's helped me with recordings and audio file and all sorts, so he has been a very big help. So I will talk a little bit about his channel just in a bit, but for now I am going to let you watch this lovely little build-up I did here. Keeping the ball, slow tempo, not rushing it, and then Petric makes a good run, finds the pass, and clips a beautiful finish into the bottom corner to make it 1-1, and we're off to a pretty fast start. So I'll talk a little bit about Sabre's channel. He does one of the series he mentioned in this little intro was a series that's called Inside O'Byrne's Mind. He plays as a virtual pro, and he does commentary as if he is actually the player himself. It's a unique series. I've not seen anything quite like it, and it is actually pretty funny as well. It is well worth checking out. I'll put all of the links to his stuff in the description below so you can check it out. He gets a chance here with Mikeli, whips in a good ball, and out of nowhere Budan with the bicycle kick. 2 very good goals I've conceded, it has to be said. Not an awful lot I really felt I could have done about either of them. Sometimes you just got to hold up your hands and say, fair enough, 2 very good goals. So we're off to a pretty quick start, 3 goals in the first half hour. We did play games with slightly longer halves because I wanted to make sure there were some goals, because knowing what I'm like, I can very easily end up not scoring a single goal across 3 games, which wouldn't have been very conducive to a nice video. I wouldn't have enjoyed that at all. We did actually do this entire thing in a live stream. I'll also put the link to the live stream in the description below so you can check it out if you want to. I play a really nice little pass here to Janssen, who just about keeps the ball in play. Try and whip across in. His keeper makes a complete mess of it, it has to be said. And Petric manages to nod it into the empty net. A bit of a lucky goal for me, it does have to be said. But I will take it absolutely any way it comes. Still inside the first half. And that takes us to 2 goals apiece. So moving on into the second half, I rob the ball in midfield, Petric makes another good run, and I do what I like to do with one-on-ones. I like to right stick flick it around the goalkeeper, and I managed to put the ball into the empty net to take a 3-2 lead. Petric with his 2nd goal of the game. 2 players actually on hat-tricks, I think, or was that Petric's 3rd? In fact, no, that was Petric's 3rd, wasn't it? That was his hat-trick. I don't know what I'm saying. 3-2 lead anyway, and going into now the 90th minute, trying to kill the game off. I get a bit fortunate there with the way the ball breaks to me, but once I've got the space, no mistake, super curler into the top corner with Guerrero. Manual finesse shots are so satisfying when you get them right, it has to be said. And that made it 4-2, and that actually killed that game off. So that was the end of the first one. So I take a nice lead with me into the second game, where we go for I am Croatia and I am against Ivory Coast. Sabre obviously keen on some serious pace abuse, but it's fine. So what you are going to get in this game, when we did this in a live stream, we did have those of you who were there will know we did have a little bit of a problem with my recording box, where it basically cut out and froze on me. So shortly we're going to have something change about the footage, but you'll see that when it comes to it. In the meantime, Kranjčar whips a decent ball in. Petric manages to get on the end of it. Obviously Petric, who plays for Hamburg, was the scourge of Sabre in the last game, proving to be a problem again, getting up and planting that header into the bottom corner to give me a 1-0 lead. And obviously if I did win this game, that would mean I would win overall, although we'll play the third game anyway. But I was well aware from the first game, from the quality of the 2 goals I conceded in the last game, that I didn't think 1 goal would be enough. And I was trying to make sure that I could get a second, and as it so happens, with an awful lot of a scrap fest going on there, that was pretty large amount of tackling. But Petric gets on the edge of the box and just curls it. Another manual finesse shot into the top corner. After all of the grief I've given assisted finesse shots over the months, for me to produce manual finesse shots from that distance into the top corner in consecutive games was pretty remarkable. But as I say, I felt I needed the cushion, and it turned out I was right. I lose the ball in midfield, and my right back has just wandered off. But Dumbia gets in, slots it into the bottom corner, no mistake whatsoever. The lead is halved, and suddenly I'm under all sorts of pressure, because we have gone from looking pretty comfortable at 2-0 to 2-1, and suddenly that's not a very comfortable score at all. And this is where you'll notice what I mentioned earlier, the footage has suddenly switched, because this was where my recording box cut out, but very kindly Sabre agreed to let me use his version of the footage, so that's why I suddenly appear to be controlling Ivory Coast, even though I'm not. And in the last minute of this game, desperately needing a goal, he whips in a ball with Gervinho, and the beast that is Drogba, you're not going to beat him in the air, let's be honest, plants a header into the bottom corner, very similar to my first goal in fact, and that was 2-2. So a last minute equaliser has meant that the third game still very much has got everything to play for. So this is still with Sabre as recording. So Cruzeiro is the team that Sabre is using. I was using Botafogo for this game, and it was very simple. If I won, or if it was a draw, then I would win overall. If Sabre won, it would be a draw overall. What I did not expect was this. Montijo plays a nice ball over the top. Wellington Paulista, one touch, and then just wallop. Top corner, 25 to 30 yards out. Pretty stunning finish. And suddenly all of the pressure was on. This was going to go down to the wire by the looks of things into the second half. So basically the equation was very simple. If I managed to get a goal and equalise and kept it that way, then I would win overall. If I didn't, I was in trouble, and it was going to end as a draw overall. So I do an awful lot of twisting and turning, waiting for somebody to make a useful run. Finally somebody does, gives me a little bit of space, whip a ball across the box. His defender makes a complete meal of it, and Abreu gets in, heads the ball into the empty net to give me the equaliser that I was so desperately craving, and that is actually how the game finished. It finished 1-1. So Sabre was an awful lot of fun to play. He plays with a really nice style. He makes really good content on YouTube. You guys definitely should give his channel a look. Links are in the description below. I was very pleased to just about manage to beat him. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of that. Thank you so much again to Sabre for all of his help getting this video put together. The only problem I have now is that in order to make a second video, I need somebody else to play. So if you would like to play against me, then all you need to be is what I class as a YouTuber. So you need an HD PVR or capture card or something like that, and that you upload somewhat regular content. You don't have to upload daily or anything like that, but just so that you have got quite a few videos out there. You can be any size whatsoever. You don't have to have thousands and thousands of subscribers. Obviously, I don't have thousands and thousands of subscribers. So any size is fine. Best thing to do is send me a YouTube message or send me a message on Twitter. I will get back to you extremely quickly, and then I'll just go through a couple of the little extra things that sort of would be needed for the video. As I say, we did this one in a live stream. If you would like to do one in a live stream, that would be great. I think I would enjoy that. Hopefully other people would enjoy that. And hopefully I can play some more of you. So if you can send me a message, I will get back to you. And for everybody else, I hope you enjoyed this video, and play manual.